My name's Jeff Makarevich, and welcome to Wine and Dine with Jeff, where I'll make a healthy dinner from start to finish and pair it with wines from around the world. Let's fill up that glass.
Hi, I'm Jeff Makarevich, and welcome to Wine and Dine with Jeff. Today we're doing this cream corn pasta. It's vegan, and you would never even have a clue it was vegan because it's rich, decadent, creamy, delicious. Oh, and I'm pairing it with this Grgich Fume Blanc from Napa. Ooh, both of them pair awesome together. Let's get started. Right here I just have some grape cherry tomatoes, and I have them, and we want to do this first. We just want to add some salt to them, and we want to let them sit and like macerate and just let them release all their juices while we get the rest of this done. So we just want to give this a stir right now. It's that simple. Add some salt and let them sit, and they'll soften up and release all their juices. So we'll set that aside. I got some corn here. It must be the beginning of corn season because it is delicious, I must say. And so what we're going to do, we're going to take our raw corn, and we are just going to trusty grater. And we are going to go, and I have 5 small ears here. If you have like 4 large ears, that would be great. And why I'm doing it this way, just to let you know, and they release this way. See how creamy this looks? It releases its starches, all of its starches. And so by doing this, it just, without adding cream and butter and all the heavy things that wouldn't make it vegan anymore. Now look at that down in the bottom there. Look how creamy that is. I'm going to finish with the rest of these, but what we're going to do with this, we're going to take these ears of corn here, right? Add 2 quarts of boiling water, put them in for 30 minutes with a tablespoon of salt, and we are going to have some corn stock to add to this. So let me get grating on the rest of these. While our corn stock is boiling away over there, was a great time to cut up all your vegetables, and let's start on our shallots. So let's throw our shallots into the pan. We're just going to sweat out the shallots. I have a Fresno chili here going right in. Okay, let's get that in there. And some garlic. There we go. All that is going in, and we're just going to sweat these out for just a few minutes, probably 2 or 3 minutes until they turn translucent. So while that goes, let me talk a little bit about this wine. This is Grgich Fume Blanc. Whew. This is such a delicious wine. This is a very, very famous winery up in Napa. It went head to head with some French wines and won way back in the year, decades ago. And their Fume Blanc is a Sauvignon Blanc that is aged in oak. So it's a little different. That's why they call it a Fume Blanc. Wow. Now you're not getting heavy oak flavors, but it's different from that normal Sauv Blanc stainless steel feel. But you're still getting pineapple, a little bit of lemon with a touch of peach, but just a slight bit of oakiness, which will just pair up perfect with everything that's going on here. I can't wait for you guys to try this. This is a wonderful, wonderful wine. I love this a lot. So we'll just let this go out for a few minutes more. It just needs to sweat out. And then we're going to add our corn that we husked and put through our grater and got all nice and creamy. So we'll add all that in just a minute. Okay, our vegetables have released all their juices and turned translucent. So now what we want to add in is our nice cream corn going right on in there. Let's get that right on in. Okay, let's put that aside. We're going to add a little bit of salt. We need some salt on this, but not too much. Remember, our corn stock has some salt in it and some cracked pepper. Has some salt in it that we are boiling away over there. Now we're just going to take this and we're going to combine all this and we're just going to let this cook for about, let me spin this, make it easier. So I'm right-handed. We're going to cook this for about 5 minutes. So we're going to cook this, let this get nice and thick as you can see. So we're going to cook for 5 minutes and then we're going to add some of our homemade corn stock that we made. It will really thin it out, but then it will reduce and get this luscious, thick, rich sauce that we're going to add our pasta to. Now it's a good time to have your pasta water going because you always want your pasta ready when you're ready. Okay? That's always a good tip. You want your pasta ready when you're ready for it because you want to be able to add it directly from the water right into here. So let's get that pasta water boiling. It's been 5 minutes and it is ready to add our corn stock that we reserved. I reserved a cup and a half and I'm going to slowly stir in this corn stock, I should say, and it's going to look very watery at this time. So now what we're going to do, and this will even make it more creamier and decadent and enforce more of the corn flavor, is we're now going to cook this for another 10 to 5 minutes until I do the spatula test. And I'll show you what the spatula test looks. The corn stock, oh my God, the corn is so sweet and delicious. I can't believe we're getting corn this early, this good. I'm very happy about that. So I'm just going to let this keep stirring. You don't have to be on it constantly, but you want to stir it and let that reduce down 10 to 15 minutes, and I'll show you when it's ready. And our pasta water is boiling over there, ready for our pasta. So let's just keep moving on this, and I'll show you when it's the perfect time to add the pasta. Our pasta and our sauce is done. Here is the spatula test. You just want to go like this and see how it keeps separated like that for just a little bit of time. That's exactly what you want to see. That sauce is done. It is thick, rich, delicious. Oh, let me grab my other, excuse me for running out of frame there. Get this pasta. And I always say when pasta water goes into it, it's awesome because it's that starchy, delicious. Here we go, right on in with some of the pasta water. Put that back, let that go down. Here's my tongs. We'll just turn everything around. And I like to do the pasta a little al dente because it keeps cooking here into the sauce. And now we're going to add in our great tomatoes that have been sitting in that salt that just released all their juices. And some fresh basil. Some fresh basil. This is a 7-ingredient dinner. That is it. This is just amazing. Wow. I tasted that sauce. That sauce is so sweet. The corn is so delicious. Oh yeah, look at this. I can't wait to dig into this. Let me plate up, and I can't wait to dig in. Before I dig in, I would first like to thank all my subscribers. And if you're not yet a subscriber, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my recipes. And don't forget to like and share and ring that bell because I have a new recipe every Tuesday. I can't wait any longer though. I'm ready to dig in. Oh, this looks so good. I did cheat off camera. This pasta was so sweet and delicious from the corn. Come on, get in there. Okay, gotta get a little tomato. Wow, that is delicious. Creamy from that starch of the corn that we grated up, and the sweetness, and oh, I love the fresh basil, always is a hit. Thank you so much for stopping by Wine and Dine with Jeff, and we'll see you next week.